Hi everyone. We are online. Okay, we are online. But the volume of my monitoring system is too high. The light is okay for this live stream. It cannot be different. Okay. Can I use this volume? Yes. Yes, I can. Okay, we can start. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Now is to bed. Okay. Now is okay. Okay, people. This is the live stream of of my podcast. This is okay. I can see that everything is okay. We are online and we can start in 3, 2, 1, go. Hi everyone, I'm Peter from Peter's English Podcast. This is the first live stream of the year 2026. I want to wish you Merry Christmas and I want to wish you Happy New Year 2026. I hope that the new year 2026 will be full of love, happiness, health, and success for all of you, and I hope that that you will start to learn English and that your English will be better and better. Wait a minute. Okay, the volume system. The volume of my monitoring now is better. Now, no. I have to choose better volume. Okay, we can continue. We are online. People, I tell you everything, but at first I want to continue with this wishing. Peter, start again. Hi everyone, I want to wish you Happy New Year 2026. I wish you all a lot of health, success, happiness, and love for everyone in the world this is the first live stream of the year 2026 because today is New Year and 2026 and I'm staying in I'm not staying. Peter, you are not staying. I am sitting and you can see the Christmas tree on my of my auntie, and because I'm sitting in the living room of our ground floor of our house. And Peter, start with your jingle. Yes, of course. And people, here is my jingle. I'm going to read you like famous British stand-up character. And I'm going to read you in 3, 2, 1. Okay. Learn English, be successful, change your life, open a lot of doors, create your own podcast, write your own novel. You don't need to be talented because learning English is for everyone. Okay, this was my jingle, and we can continue with the everything. During my Christmas vacation, I was thinking about this podcast because the last week, people, during the Christmas, I made a lot of work with my Peter's English podcast. On Christmas Eve, I had an holiday. On Christmas Day, I streamed. No, people. At first, Peter, don't be shy. Don't be shy. After the uh, yes, people. Yes, I can remember that during the yes. I uh, yes, people. I can tell you the fairy tale of my Christmas uh, chapter of my novel Viera the webcam webcam Viera the webcam Viera the vampire girl, because it's a very good stand-up comedy routine. And I and before the live stream, this is the pro I have to change this volume. It can be so. During my no, it cannot be. Ah, people, this is silly. No, it's not, Peter. Don't be silly. Don't be bad. It's very good uh that you can monitor your voice, that you can hear your voice, and please continue. And I'm not silly, people. I'm not stupid. I only try to be funny in the way like my favorite English podcaster, Luke from Luke's English podcast. Hi, Luke. Thank you for your great job. And I want to continue that that on Christmas Day I discovered that my Christmas fairy tale doesn't have one part, but I don't people think that this was a small part. I I forgot to add 500 words into my Christmas fairy tale, and I found it into the chat with Microsoft Copilot, because I write Slovak version into the chat of Microsoft Copilot, and Microsoft Copilot only translates it into natural spoken English, and I made the I made the Slovak version of it. Peter, Peter, don't shout, don't shout. Simply add simply increase the volume of monitoring, and now it's okay. Uh, uh, because I always write my Peter, sit better, sit better. Okay, it's the now everything is okay. And people my headphones are very good, but it's okay. I have to change it again. It's very good stand-up comedy routine now, because it was too loud, and this is the first time when I'm trying to set up the volume of my monitoring system. It's not very easy, but I hope everything will be okay. And I can continue with the story of my Christmas chapter of my novel Viera the Vampire Diary. On Christmas Day, I discovered that my story doesn't have one part, and the one part has 500 words, and I found it into the chat of Microsoft Copilot, because I always write my story in Slovak into the chat with Microsoft Copilot, and then it translates into spoken natural English, and I forgot to add it into my story, and I found it, and I added new the last part. It was 500 word part of story. Then I added into my story, and then I read it, and then I change it. I mean, I added everything, the title, description, into YouTube, and I publish it. But I wrote my I always wrote my Peter, don't use past simple. I always Peter use present simple because I always because this is bad. Yes, I this is this is the people. Now I discovered that it was very bad idea to have this Christmas vacation before not before without podcasting because I don't have this routine. But don't worry, Peter. Simply practice, practice, and practice, and everything would be okay. I hope so. And we can continue. I simply realized that I do everything in one day. When it's my podcast day, the podcast day is the day when I'm writing, streaming, and recording the new chapters of my novel Viera, the Vampire Girl Diary. It's a little annoying, this monitoring. Now it's better. No, now it's good. I simply want to tell you people that I do everything in one day. That means when is the podcast day? Is the time when I'm writing, streaming, and recording the new chapters of my podcast. Peter, simply don't Peter, don't repeat yourself. Simply tell it and breathe. Try to breathe. No one is watching this shit. No one is watching this shit. I simply want to tell you that I do everything in one day. Imagine the situation. The last time I wrote my Christmas chapter for 6 hours. Then I streamed for 40 minutes, and then I added the title, description, and thumbnail of the Christmas chapter of my novel Viera, the Vampire Girl Diary for 3 hours, and then I continued with the Christmas ramble on Boxing Day, and then I wrote New Year's Eve chapter of my novel Viera, the Vampire Girl Diary. You can find it in the playlist of my YouTube channel, of my Spotify, and on Wattpad, where is my novel Viera, the Vampire Girl Diary, and in my website petersenglishpodcast.com. And then I continued with the writing, the streaming, and recording New Year's Eve chapter of my novel Viera, the Vampire Girl Diary, and I wrote the last chapter of my novel for 6 hours. I streamed for 40 minutes, and I edited and published everything for 3 hours because I was chatted with AI chatbots, and this was a very bad idea. Why? Because I do everything in one day. That means I stream and publish. That means that that I'm creative and I'm publishing everything in one day, and that's bad. And I decided to cut my creativity. That means doing my Peter's English podcast and writing and streaming my novel Viera, the Vampire Girl Diary from the editing and publishing, because anyone in the world cannot connect creativity with publishing, and I decided to cut it. And from now on, I created my publishing day. And what's my publishing day? Is the day when I'm not streaming something. I'm only I'm only editing and publishing every episodes of my podcast that I created for the last 14 days, because I want to have my publishing day every five every every 14 days until my morning shift. And because I have time because I have a lot of time for everything, and this publishing day is every 14 days on Friday. And the first publishing day of this podcast is on 9th of January 2026, on Friday. And from this time, my publishing day is every 14 days. And during my and as you know, when I work in the afternoon, I cannot do something. My weekends are for writing, streaming, and recording my novel Viera, the Vampire Diary. And the work days, when I work in the morning, the afternoons are for streaming and recording the Ramble episodes. That means I want to stream for 8 days. Yes, for 8 days from 14. And one day is only created for editing and publishing. That means after every stream, I don't want to do something with my podcast, because the publishing day is the publishing day every 14 days. And then I decided that I want to use my Relay Easy Creator AI AI quadpod with the AI tracking only for creating reels, because his AI tracking function is very good for creating reels, but it's not a very good idea to use it for my long professional podcast, because yes, people, it's this podcast tries to be professional, wants to be professional. That means I use the professional gear that I could buy for myself, and I don't want to use the AI tracking function. That means the quadpod doesn't need to look at me, and it doesn't need to move, because it's not a very good idea. The next thing is, people, that I decided that from now I want to do live streams on my YouTube channel, because I don't like the situation on Twitch. Why? Because on Twitch you can keep your stream for 7 days, and you have this 100-hour limit on Twitch, and Twitch is not YouTube. And this is the main reason why people don't use Twitch for keeping live streams, for doing Twitch channel like on YouTube. And YouTube is the best idea for live stream, and for keeping and creating my Peter's English podcast YouTube channel. And I decided to choose my YouTube channel for a live stream, because I can keep my live streams on YouTube channel forever if there are when they have less than 12 hours, and that's great. People, now I'm feeling strange, and my behavior on live stream is strange. It's my stand-up comedy routine, because the monitoring system is a little strange, but I don't but I cannot hear my voice, and I think that's now it's better. 11. Okay, I can choose 11 position. That means the 11 on the volume button, and this 11th volume is great, or I can move on 12. Okay, people, I always try to find with this with the volume of my monitoring sound. And yes, I talked about my YouTube channel as for the live stream, and I want to do it because it's the best idea for the live stream of my Peter's English podcast. And thanks to thanks to Gemini AI, the AI chatbot created by Google, I discovered that I can to to that I can do the template for every YouTube broadcast setup in my OBS studio, because I use my notebook. I use my gaming notebook Asus TUF Gaming A15 for stream for people. Don't be shy, and Peter, don't be shy too. And I using this kind of gaming notebook and for streaming and doing my podcast. And I decided to tell you everything because I chatted with my because Gemini AI allowed me to tell you my gear setup, and I think it's a very good idea because I want to only show you the gear of my Peter's English podcast, and what I wanted to tell you. Yes, and this is the main reason why I decided to use my YouTube channel for live stream. You know it, and I discussed. Yes, I talked about, Peter, don't be shy and look into your webcam. Look into your webcam. It's not your enemy. Okay, people, I'm very shy now. Yes, I know, and I have problems with monitoring of my voice because it's the first time when the volume of the monitoring of my sound is too high, because in the last live streams the monitoring of my voice was too low, and I had to shout at you. But now I think everything is okay and we can continue. And people, yes, I was talking about the YouTube broadcast setup in OBS Studio, because I use my notebook with my OBS Studio for streaming and recording my podcast in the same time. And Gemini AI, the AI chatbot, explained me that I can set up the template of my YouTube live setup, and I did it. And now I decided to do this template, and I want to use it for every live stream because it's a very good idea how to do it. And Peter, you have don't destroy your quadpod. And I decided to use this template for every time because I don't want to change it before every live stream. And it's a very good idea because I want to keep it. I mean this template, and I want to only upload the recordings as my official YouTube and Spotify official episode of my podcast. And now I can tell you, and I can continue that I have problem with my neck now. Perfect. But okay, people, don't cry. I'm feeling okay. And I decided to create this plan. It's called the new era of Peter's English podcast. Thanks to it, I can cut creativity. That means doing my Peter's English podcast and writing, streaming, and recording my novel Viera, the Vampire Girl Diary, from the editing and publishing. And it was very good idea because because I felt that Peter tried to brief that, because I discovered that I cannot do it in the whole time, everything in one day. And now I can do it in the better way and have fun with doing my podcast. And this is the main reason. And now you can see that the live stream is like real stand-up comedy routine. I'm so shy, but people don't cry, because this is the best situation how to practice your speaking skills in English. And it was a very bad idea to stop this, because I have to regularly practice my speaking skills in English, my streaming skills in English, and my appearance in English. And I didn't do it for 3 days. Yes, for 3 days, and I can see it. I have to regularly do it, and I decided to do this New Year's Eve ramble, because I can do one template for every live stream, and I don't want to change it, and I want to upload and change only my recordings as my usual episodes, and that's great. Okay, what else? And I decided to end my mobile streaming. Why? Because I want to monitor everything, and now I can see that everything is working, because I can monitor my sound. Yes, with the problems, but I can monitor my voice. I can monitor my record screen. Everything works great, and I can see that I'm online and I'm streaming for 27 minutes. And thanks to this new era, thanks to this my new plan, that means that thanks to this cutting of my creativity from publishing, I can enjoy my podcast. And I'm very happy that I created publishing day. That means every 14 after every 14 days on Friday after my morning shift, I can simply only only publishing my podcast, not add it. And that's great. Peter, don't be shy. Look, don't destroy something. It was expensive. It was expensive. And now I can tell you my stuff. Oh, okay, people. This is the big surprise for you, because I want to tell you my gear. I use for streaming and recording my gaming notebook Asus TUF A1000. I use for my microphone is my Logitech Blue Yeti microphone, and I use Logitech MX Brio 4K webcam with Relay AI Easy Creator quadpod, and my headphones are, I don't know their name, but I'm using the professional headphones for monitoring my podcast, and I have a little problem with my neck. I don't know why. But I can go. Wait a minute. Now with everything okay. I'm still online. I don't know why my leg hurts. Okay, Peter, try to continue, and don't look into the mirror, into the display of the record screen. And yes, people, it's a little strange to speak naturally with and do ramble and do rambling with this monitoring, because the volume is too high, and I try to simply find the best options, and it's now very good stand-up routine. And yes, I have to tell you about this settings of my microphone, because thanks to Copilot I added filters into the setup of my microphone into my OBS Studio. And what else? I discovered the volume button into the audio mixer of my OBS Studio. Yes, I'm using mixer, but not for cooking. And thanks to it, my voice is not too loud, but I can go near to my webcam, and you can see me in better and in the better way. And what now? I'm streaming for 41 minutes, and this is the first live stream of the year. I explained my my neck. I don't know why it's so why it's hurting. I hope that yes, everything hurts. Yes, the first live stream of the year hurts. And Peter, don't look into your notebook. Try to look into your webcam. Yes, but I have to increase the volume of my monitoring advice. Is the second comedy routine, because looking into my webcam is one thing, but to improve the monitoring of my podcast is the second stand-up comedy routine. And everything is a very bad stand-up comedy routine. And what else? I know, Peter, don't be shy. No one watches you, is watching you right now. But I can look into the chat, if I have some chat. Where is it? Where is it? No. Where is it? No. Docs. Ah, here is. Chat. I can see the chat. Can I see the chat? Yes, I can, but no one is here. Live chat. Oh, some chat. Top chat. No, top chat. Some messages such as potential may not be visible. Live chat. Yes, we can try live chat, but I don't see something. Okay, no one is here. I was thinking that I can simply end this YouTube live control panel. I don't need to monitor this, or I can. Why not? Everything is working, and I can see myself that I'm live, and I can close this again, and everything works. I've been streaming for 43 minutes, and I think this volume is okay. Okay, it's too loud. Okay. Oh, Peter, don't destroy your mic. And don't worry, everything is strong enough. Don't be so shy, and don't be so scared. Okay, and don't look into the display of your notebook. Look into your webcam, because you want to look because you want to be like Luke, your hero from Luke's English podcast. And I hope that you like the Christmas tree that is here. The Christmas lights are on, because I want to show you. Oh, Peter, don't destroy everything. Don't destroy. And I can simply add my microphone close to my mouth, but I think everything is okay. I can simply continue with the live stream. And Peter, don't be shy, and simply end this thoughts because I want to tell you that I don't have any audience. I don't have. Yes, I have 27 followers, but they only want to support me. Thank you, my followers. But you can read my novel, Viera, the Vampire Diary. I think it's a very good idea. Or you can watch my videos, but thank you for your following. But my followers didn't see my content, but thank you for your following. And the most funniest information is that the most powerful and the most popular are my shorts. I think that I need to improve. Yes, now on one. Okay, now everything is okay. The monitoring is better because I have to hear my voice, and now it's okay because I discovered that the most popular are my shorts. My shorts have more than 1,000 views, but I don't have any. But I don't have but I have only 8,000 views, and I have only 27 followers. I mean, I have only 8,000 views for shorts, but I want to tell you that I don't have any views of my regular podcast. I mean the storytelling episodes where I talk. No, where I talk. Joj. Okay, Peter, don't use Slovak. Don't use Slovak. And I want to tell you that people that doesn't know my novel, yeah, the Vampire Diary, people doesn't know my podcast. Yes, now it's this episode a big New Year chaos, but I hope that this year is not chaos because I think that I made a big mistake that I didn't started my New Year's era plan before because I cannot do everything in one day, and thanks to this template I don't need to be creative before the start of the live stream. And yes, I have to tell you something, that the funniest situation was when I was creating my template. What happened? I created this template, and I discovered that I don't need to use my stream key. I only had to sign in with my YouTube channel, and it works. But thanks to my template, I can use my template in the OBS YouTube broadcast setup every time, and that's great. It wasn't a waste of time, and I'm streaming for 38 minutes. And what can I tell you? Yes, about the funny situation with my Role Easy Creator AI tracking quadpod, and it was the very a very big fun. Yes, big fun. This is the main. This is the best for it, because I didn't know how to use it. It was like a tank or something like that. But I discovered that only thanks to coincidence that the screw that was connected to my quadpod hold it the one for screw with the holder of for the phones. And thanks to this I could install this one for screw in the on the side where is the eye of the quadpod. And thanks to it, okay, Peter, try to sit in the good way. Okay, and thanks to this discovery that that the AI tracking can be in the same position where is the webcam. It was very good. It was a very big surprise for me in the positive way. And what else? I know how to do it. Yes, I can do it like with the monitoring. I I have to monitor my voice, and yes, people, don't be scared from your own voice. Now I can speak and I can monitor my voice in the clear way. And after 14 minutes of best episode, I can monitor my voice without any problems. And Peter, breathe, look into your webcam, and this volume of my monitoring is great. And yeah, but I still know how to ramble in English. Yes, the start was and but I'm so happy that I don't need to use the browser with my YouTube live stream, and I don't need to do something because everything is set up, is did. I mean, everything is done now. Yes, no, I cannot use everything is did. Everything is now, and people look in me, follow me, and Peter, you have to look into your webcam. It's your lover, it's your friend, and people, don't be scared that I'm underdoing now, because the main goal of this podcast is learning English. And now in the last 10-20 minutes, after explaining and messing this episode, I can speak about learning English, because the new year is starting. I mean, the new year to 2026 is starting, and it's now, this day is the best day for starting learning English. And why to learn English? Learning English is an international language #1 in world. Thanks to learning English, you can watch movies and series in English. You can listen to a big world of English podcast and audiobooks in English. You can do your own podcast and practice your speaking skills in English, because the best idea how to practice your speaking skills is you have to practice your English. You have to practice your speaking skills in English, because without practicing your speaking skills, you cannot speak English. And the best idea how to practice your writing skills and learn how real English text and story looks like. You can use my method. You can write your own stories, create your own stories, create your own novel like myself. You don't need to create something big. Create comedy sitcom series or something short like I did, and then use the help of AI chatbots. It can translate your Slovak version into natural spoken English, and you can learn from it, and that's great. And publish it into your podcast, and use for podcast for creativity, for publishing your novel, and for practicing your speaking skills, because this is the main goal of this podcast. I want to simply practice my speaking skills in English, and that's great. And how to do it? The first thing is you have to listen a lot. And what you can listen? You can listen. Not you can listen. You have to listen. You have to listen and start with my favorite English podcast that you can find into my link tree. And how to do it? You can simply listen to and relax, but I have better idea. You can listen to while are you doing something, and that's great. You can cook, you can vacuum, you can do something outside in the garden of your house while are you listening your favorite English podcast, and that's great. And I'm recommending you listen to my favorite English podcast. There are Lux English podcast, Speak English podcast now with Georgiana, and All Ears English podcast. I want to start with my favorite English podcast, that is Lux English podcast. Lux English podcast is the best British English podcast in the world for learners of English like you, because it's about natural British English, how it's spoken. The host is not X. The host is Luke Thompson, is an English teacher, stand-up comedian, and he is podcasting for 15 years, and he has created 969 free episodes, and he that are full of ramble episode. Is the there are the kind of episodes where Luke is rambling about everything. The next kind of episodes are storytelling episodes where Luke is reading the stories and explaining the English grammar. The next are interviews with his family and his friends, and the best parts of interviews are the episodes with Amber and Paul that I like so much. But I like every kind of Luke's English podcast. You can simply listen, and thanks to it you can improve your listening skills, because you can listen natural British English, how it's spoken. That means you can listen how real British English looks like, and that's great. You can listen natural native speakers, how they communicate with each other, and that's great. Listen to it again and again and again. And people, I have to tell you that I can now tell you my history to Peters. No, I cannot, because I have to continue. And Luke created Luke's English Podcast Premium. It's about professional teaching of real British English. People, I recommend you pay for it and use it. And every episode has at least 1 hour, and that's great. It's a big archive. Luke created more than 1,000 episodes. I mean, free episodes with LEP Premium, and that's great. And the next there are two my favorite American English podcasts. The first is Speak English Podcast Now with Georgiana. It's about American English culture or culture and vocabulary. Georgiana is very beautiful English teacher from the USA, and I recommend to listen to it. And the next is All Ears English Podcast. Is a very good American English podcast for learners of English like you. They want to listen natural American English conversation, and it's very good idea to listen to it, because you can learn and listen to the natural American English conversation, like in the Luke's English Podcast, where you can listen to natural British English conversation. And now I can tell you my history that I've been learning since August 2022, and I've been listening LEP from August 2023 until now, and I listened 100. I listened to 886 episodes of LEP free episodes. I listened to 737 episodes of All Ears English, and I listened to all episodes of Speak English Podcast Now with Georgiana. And you can see that it works. Listening works, and I read some books. I finished Dracula by Bram Stoker. I finished The novel The Witcher by Sapkowski. Yes, I need to read more, but I have to add using LEP Premium into my calendar, because I don't use it a lot, and it's a good idea to listen to it and learn from it. And I want to finish all episodes of LEP this year, and I know how to listen to it later. I want to start to listen 1 episode per day of Luke's English Podcast, and I want to listen in order from the first episode until the last, and I want to do it again. I mean the listening from the order from the first episode until the end, and I want to do this again and again, and I want to add, of course, learning with LEP Premium, And I want to continue doing my podcast because I like to do this podcast. And I want to continue with writing, streaming, and recording of my novel, Viera, the Vampire Diary, because it's my favorite hobby. I mean, learning English, doing my Pictures English podcast, and writing, streaming, and recording my novel, Viera, the Vampire Diary. I like to do it. It's my hobby. And what else? But thanks to this plan, thanks to the new era of Peter's English podcast and my new jingle, I hope that I will enjoy learning English in this year too, because I like learning English, writing my novel, Vampire Diary, listen to it, read it, and I enjoy doing my podcast, and I want to continue this year because it's my hobby. And how to continue? You have to practice your listening skills. You have to practice your writing skills. And thanks to writing your own stories, creating your own English novel, you can practice your writing skill. And it's a very good idea to do it. I recommend you. Then you can you have to practice your reading skills. And how to do it? You can listen to audiobooks in English while are you listening the same version of the novel. It's a very good idea because you can listen not natural English while are you reading, and it's a very good idea how to practice your reading skills, how to practice your vocabulary. Use flash apps for learning English vocabulary, but I think the best idea is to use to listen to your favorite English podcast, movies, and series in English, and do your own English podcast and your own English write your own English novel. And yes, use the help of AI chatbots. This is the modern way how to learn English. Why? Because thanks to AI chatbots, I created this podcast. I bought my professional podcast gear, and I created this podcast, and I always use their help for chatting in English, because you can chat in English, it can repair your grammar errors, it can find you information on the internet, you can chat, you can practice the real life situation in English. And why to learn English? English is an international language. You can live without language barriers. You can have better paid jobs. You can travel around a world. You can meet a lot of people. You can have new friends. You can meet your new love. Everything is possible. Oh, I've been streaming for 53 minutes, and I think that learning English is the best idea how to be successful in your life, and it can really change your life. I mean, learning English, and that's great. Okay, what else? I want to stream and record for 1 hour and end this live stream that I want to publish in my first publishing day, that's on 9 January 2026 on Friday. I mean the next Friday, but you can watch my live streams until then, and it's a very good idea. And I don't want to change my live stream in general, because the template is perfect, and I want to change only the recordings and upload it as my regular episodes of this podcast. And okay, I can return to learn English, and learn English, be successful, change your life. And because learning English is for everyone, as sounds the single slogan, the slogan of my Peter's English podcast that I created myself, and it's the YouTube cover of my live stream, because the main superstar of my Peter's English podcast is my main female character, Viera the Vampire Diary, because I love her as my favorite flagship female character, because she symbolizes everything. She symbolizes my fear from girls. She symbolizes my dreaming of girls, and it's my comedy sitcom series where I like to make fun of girls and I like to make fun of everything. But every chapter has his own ending. It's totally independent. It's my novel Viera the Vampire Diary. You can read on my Wattpad, on my website, petersenglishpodcast.com. It's a comedy sitcom series. It's about my female character Viera the Vampire Diary. She is dominant. She's a dominatrix who likes to command everything and everyone. And I added myself into my novel because I like to make fun of myself too. And I explained it, and I can explain you until the end of this live stream that I added myself because I like to make fun of myself, and my female character Viera the Vampire Diary is dominant, is strict, but I added to her, except her wait a minute, if it works. Hey, except her dominance, I added to Peter. Don't destroy something, but I can continue. And yes, I have to try something that I need to put my microphone far away. Yes, I can. Everything looks good too. And okay, I can use this. And yes, because my microphone doesn't need to be so near to me. And I simply recommend you people read my novel, have fun, because it's a wild and crazy comedy sitcom series. Okay, it has to be here. It has to be here. Okay, it's my very, very wild comedy sitcom series that is full of fun, humorous situation, advanced situation, with the moral lesson and with the positive happy ending, because I like to do positive happy endings. Okay, now it's too strong. Yes, it has to be here. It has to be here. And because my webcam has to be in the front of me, and I simply recommend. Okay, now it's too bad. No, now is the monitoring works great, and I simply recommend you to read it, because I like to make fun of everything, as you know, and you can, and thanks to my novel, you can read my novel because it's fun, because it's wild, it's full of crazy humorous situation. There is a lot of funny dialogues between characters, and full of romance between Viera the Vampire Girl Diary. And yes, I can tell you that in the last episodes I did the king of the dark real of myself, because I have to be the strongest person of my novel, of my universe. Who else? And my imagine fantasy character Viera the Vampire Girl Diary is my girlfriend in my novel, and she's my queen, and she has to do what I want, and that's great. And as you can see, I have fun with learning English, because learning English has to be funny. And thanks to learning English, I can change my life forever. And I be streaming for 1 hour, but the sound is strong, and it can be so. I mean, the microphone can be so. If everything looks good, I can show you. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Yes. Now everything looks good. And yes, I've been streaming for 1 hour. And yes, the microphone can be in this position. And I want to simply wish you in the end of this live stream. I want to wish you Happy New Year 2026. I want to wish you a lot of luck, happiness, love, and entertainment. Start to learn English, be successful, change your life, because now I want to read my slogan. Because learn English, be successful, change your life, open a lot of doors, create your own podcast, write your own novel. You don't need to be talented, because learning English is for everyone, and that's true. Learning English is for everyone. Learn English, practice your English like myself. Don't care about people who are trying to make fun of you, because because their life is boring, and don't care about this kind of people, because it's your hobby, your lifestyle, and cannot and no one can distract you, or delete or destroy your dreams. Learn English, be successful. You don't you don't to be you don't need to be talented, because learning English is for everyone. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Follow me everywhere. You don't need to listen this nonsense, but if you want, you can. I don't care, because yes, I know this is a very big podcast comedy routine, because I try to speak in the normal way without preparation, and I can see that everything is working. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. I think 1 hour of live stream is enough. You can find this live stream into my YouTube channel. And remember, the publishing day is 9th of November. No, 9th of November, this is too late. I mean 9th of January 2026. And I want to continue with writing, streaming, and recording my favorite lovest English novel, Viera the Vampire Girl Diary, because I like to do it. I like to do my podcast, and I like to learning English, and read my novel. Follow me on YouTube, follow me on social media, and learn English. I hope that I inspire you for learning English, and I want to tell you bye bye.